Hey traders, Chris Pulver here. Welcome back to another installment of the Pulver Report, where we trade to be profitable, not perfect. For today's segment, I want to tell you about a little origin story for a system that has been a staple to my trading for the past 3 years. Now, I just added some major improvements to an already great and already profitable strategy, but the intention was to take this strategy to the next level and take it into the big leagues. And here we are, 13 years into forex trading, thousands of hours of trading, thousands of trades logged, and the trading goals remain the same. Be as profitable as possible while taking the least amount of risk. This is no easy feat, but it's my preferred way to trade, and it served me well as I'm helping traders find success right along with me. So let's get right to it for today's Pulver Report. Does it ever feel like something is missing from your trading? That's not a bad thing. I wish that I still had this little orange book from 2008 when it was my trading journal, and I could show you and share with you exactly what I said in 2008, how I got so frustrated and angry, not so much at the markets, but at myself. It didn't begin that way. Of course I was green. Of course I was optimistic. I'm doing everything that I could do to convince myself that I would figure out how to trade. I learned from a professional currency fund manager. I watched this person make a solid living with 20 pips a day. He told me, Pulvy, you find a way to make 20 pips a day, you'll change your life. And he wasn't kidding. But I failed to prepare for the times when I wasn't making 20 pips a day, or how it felt when I actually lost 20 pips, 40 pips, sometimes 60 to 80 pips a day, and felt like a complete failure. But it didn't matter. I had an introduction, I had a strategy, and I was determined to figure it out. So whether it's the same strategy, or I have to dive deeper into the trading journey and explore other ways to trade, I'm going to figure this out. So this little orange book was filled with both positive and negative self-talk, where I would vent and try to write over and over again what I plan to do, what I need to do to get it right.
Only do this. Never do that again. Stop doing this.
It really didn't help. I would still break my rules in the heat of the moment. I would rationalize why I should take the trade, why I shouldn't take the trade, and I was still making mistakes. Maybe I'm the only trader this has ever happened to, but I doubt it. Over my career, I've been in countless one-on-one sessions with thousands of traders all over the world, and I can tell you what, we all have the same stories. We all have war stories and scars from our trades. What's important is, are you still here? Are you still trading? Are you still committed to figuring out how to be profitable? Or hopefully, you're now at a point where the problem is, how can I be more profitable? Or how can I maintain profitability while reducing my risk? But if you're not quite there, I am living proof that you can do it. You have to care. You have to stay very determined. You have to balance harder work with smarter work. Right? I've evolved from one currency pair, 1-minute charts, trying to survive in day trade, to now trading price action, patterns, pockets, trends, ranges, any currency pair, any setup, whatever makes the cut for a qualified trade. And my preference now is to invest in forex pairs. I'm willing to build small, build steady, add to my winners, and allow trades to play out until the finish line, or a good enough finish line where it's worthwhile to protect my profits. So am I to a point where I'm making profits consistently? Yes, I am. And I know what I'm good at. But as I said earlier, it still feels like I'm missing something. The way that I like to trade may only offer me 8 to 10 great setups every single year. With the lesser but still qualified good trades, maybe 50 to 100 times a year. So with 28 currency pairs, let's say I have 100 setups per year. I really have to crush it on these setups to generate big profits, because I like to test positions. I like to build small. It takes time to build. It takes patience to let these trades play out from start to finish, and I keep my trade sizes relatively small so the risk is small. I'm not looking for more action in my trading, but I know that a 24-hour market, 5.5 days a week, there are a lot of peripheral trades that I'm not manually going to trade. And that, boys and girls, is how the Perfect Storm Pro was born. Now, if you're jonesing for a challenge, go ahead and stay up 24 straight hours, drink all the coffee and tea you want, all the soda you want, watch the Forex market for 24 hours a day. And after your eyes are bloodshot and you're hallucinating, I want you to report back to me and tell me how much action you see, because I'd be shocked if you see more than 1 to 2 hours of reasonable movement every single day. Most of the trading day in Forex consists of pushes, pullbacks, transitions from the Tokyo session to the London session, the New York sessions, the overlaps, and the market either continues along the lines of the bigger picture, or there are plenty of noisy, interruptive days where nothing really happens. So when most of the trading day is like this, that means that most of the trading in general is like this. And that means that while I stalk my trades for great setups and solid direction, I'm looking for my Perfect Storm Pro to get its hands dirty in this day-to-day grind. Now, the way that I trade the Perfect Storm Pro, it's not a day trading system, but rather an ebbs and flow system. It uses dynamic support, dynamic resistance, it buys low, it sells high, it uses incredible trade management options, and I use it to safely grab what the market is offering each and every day. A chunk of the average trading range with room to run. So when the average trading range is approximately 50 to 60 pips per day, I'm looking for my Perfect Storm Pro to buy low enough or to sell high enough to see about 25 or more pips of profit, eliminate risk, and let my profits run. And this is what's amazing. Imagine taking qualified and confirmed setups using support and resistance. We trade ranges, we can trade trends, we can scoop up these attainable pips on 10 forex pairs, 15 forex pairs. Right now I'm trading it on 18 forex pairs. And I've done the tick data testing, I've traded 1 hour charts, I've traded 4 hour charts, daily charts, traded one direction, traded both directions, January to December with the same settings. And guess what? My Perfect Storm is ridiculously profitable. And that is why I absolutely love it. Maybe it's because it fills the time for me. Maybe it's because it grinds in the markets for me. Maybe it's because it manages trades effectively. It follows the rules without emotions. It's not second guessing. It's not rationalizing. But guess what? I'm still in control of it. I'm in control of the trade size, which means I control my total risk and my exposure. I control my margin. I'm in control of the directional bias if I have one. I continue to monitor the markets and do my technical analysis for the best possible setups. And to top it all off, I can add my own manual trades to the already running robot with total pips, total profits, price targets, and the robot can manage itself with my manual trades. So what I'm doing with this system is I'm blending automation with my manual trading, and my participation is to add to the winners on my favorite trade setups. So I still take all my favorite trades. I'm still on the prowl for my favorite setups. I play to my strengths, but I love building automation to improve my shortcomings. I love to build robots to do what I'm not able to do, and that's trade 24/7 in the trenches in the day-to-day grind. So Perfect Storm swoops in, goes after these attainable pips, scoops them up for me, and with a lovely little trailing stop loss, lets my winners run. This has always been my focus when building automated strategies. It's hard to change what I'm good at. It's hard to change what makes me consistently profitable. So rather than me trying to be the jack of all trades and do everything myself, I can instead now build the logic to trade a variety of ways for me. If I'm confident that I'm going to see a trend, I can release a robot into the wild that trades in that trend direction. If I'm confident that the market is sideways, I can release a robot to hammer out those support and resistance trades. So do I have to build a robot for everything? Do I have to have an up robot, a down robot, a sideways robot? Well, that's what Perfect Storm Pro is. It is a dynamic robot to trade all market conditions. And so if I know what I want to trade, and I know how to trade it, and I know that the robot will follow the rules every time, this is a 24-hour market. So why would I require myself to trade physically 24 hours a day when it's not possible? And whether it's 1 in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock at night, midnight, the robot doesn't miss trades. If the setup is valid, the trade is executed. So what helps me trust my robots? Small trade sizes, proper equity management, great trade management. I continue to survive and survive trade after trade, and my robot continues to exceed my expectations. The robot can always be paused. It can always be shelved. A small trade with trade sizes, even if the robot gets into trouble, it's not a deal breaker. It's not irreparable damage. It's merely a setback, and I'm committed to help the robot and work through it. Trading is a grind, everybody, but trying to trade 24 hours a day and never miss a trade physically as a human is virtually impossible. And after 20 years of trading, all I'm looking for is consistency and profits. Maybe after you've taken 1,000 trades or thousands of trades, you're going to look for a simpler way. And maybe you're going to look towards automation. So all that being said, I love my Perfect Storm Pro. It's the little robot that could, it's the little robot that can, and it does. And there you have it. So a robot forged out of necessity, created because I want to improve. I knew that I was leaving opportunity on the table, and I wanted to make more profit without sacrificing and taking unnecessary risks. If you're interested in learning more about the Perfect Storm Pro, type in PSP in the comment section and I'll include a direct link in this video. Now also, you can join me for my live sessions and I will show you what the Perfect Storm Pro does. And the link that I share in the description for anyone that wants the strategy, it's available right now. The Perfect Storm Pro robots, the on-demand education, the strategy guide, the live classes, even recorded application sessions are available inside the classroom for the Perfect Storm Pro. But hey, if you would prefer to do it all yourself, that's fine. I'm not going to stop you. I wish you luck on your journey. If my mentor gave me this robot on day one and said, Pulvy, just turn this robot on and trade it, I would still be monitoring it. I watch it closely. I try to figure out exactly what it does. I want to know why it trades, how it trades. I want to know its strengths, its weaknesses, and after building up a sample size of live trades from start to finish, how's it doing? And I can conclude whether or not I like this robot. And with the Perfect Storm, I've done that for 3 years. And I love it. And the robot has proved to me that it is kicking butt. And you know what? If it doesn't, I'll be the first one to gut it and modify it. I'm never above changing my strategies to be consistently profitable. But at the end of the day, I say this to a lot of traders. We trade to be profitable, not perfect. That's my slogan here at the Pulver Report. So let's get the job done. It's taken me years to come to automated trading. But if I can help you accelerate your learning curve, I can say with absolute confidence that utilizing automation in your forex trading can be an absolute game changer. Learn the strategy, trust the strategy, and learn how to modify it when and if needed. It is important that we stay open-minded, we stay humble. The market is our greatest educator. But I like knowing that we can learn to trade better and we can learn to trade faster. So take my trading experience, take my 13 years of forex trading, and instead of the 1 to 2 years of learning, how about you accelerate it? If I can help bring trader success from day one, month one, and traders can earn and learn, that's why I'm here. Those are much better success stories than the scar tissue and the commiserating about blown up accounts and regretful mistakes that we probably could have avoided. Alrighty, so I'm going to wrap it up for today. A little origin story, and I dedicate this segment to my unsung trading hero, the Perfect Storm Pro. And if you're still interested and you're still here, I have links in the description for the Perfect Storm Pro, as well as software that I use, Portfolio Backtester and Portfolio Architect, that saves me countless hours when I'm testing and optimizing and organizing my results. I have a promo code for you. Use the word KISS, K-I-S-S, and the Backtester and the Architect license. I can save you 10 to 20% on a lifetime license. So you can check it out at the website, tradingindicators.com. And a big thank you to Daniel and his team for that software and all of their assistance. All right, so that's it for me today. Until the next segment, happy trading and lots of profits. And be sure to join me on Mondays and Fridays for more live Pulver Report sessions. And again, if you want to see more Perfect Storm Pro, type in PSP. And I will go into a little bit of segment on the Pulver Report when I'm in a live session and show you what the Perfect Storm Pro can do. But if you want to get your hands on it, join me in live classes and start taking this trading stuff seriously and start trading automation. It's a great way to get your hands on it, and the class is turnkey and ready to rock and roll. All right, so that's it for me. Chris Pulver over and out. Happy trading, lots of profits. Take care, and I'll see you real soon.